Alright, so check this out. I just got this variable linear power supply. It's pretty old. I had it secondhand, and yeah, for like I think the equivalent of 45 US bucks at the time of this video. And yeah, so for being that cheap, it came with completely mangled binding posts. Like some of them, like they're all like all knurled, and some are even broken, missing the tips and so on. So I figured out I'm gonna replace them, and showed up that the electronics store that locally to where I'm staying here in Taiwan, it actually had the same model, just a different color. So I just went for it, and yeah, I completely disassembled it, cleaned it, replaced the posts, and it's pretty neat. It's actually fairly hefty piece of kit. It has this huge coil in the front, a huge dissipator in the back, and so yeah, let's turn it on. So this one was actually made in Taiwan. I found a date code going back to 1809, if I remember properly. And yeah, they are not made anymore, obviously. And funny enough, this company, Amrel, American Reliance, is now making military hardware, like screens, tablets for like army military drones and stuff. So that's pretty funny how this turned out. So the way it works, so it's you have 3 channels. You have a fixed 5 volt or 3.3 volt channel, and you have a positive DC and negative DC. So these two positive negative channels are variable, so I can the maximum is 32 volt, but I can set it to whatever voltage I want. So here, for instance, if you want to plug it in simulator 1S battery, you just enter 4.2, and there you have it. You can also set it to current limiting, so you set your current like so. Right now it's on the 0.5, but let's say that you find out that it needs at least 0.8 800 milliamps to work. You can just set it up, and by tapping this button here, that turns all the outputs on. And so here in this case, since I set 800 milliamps current limiting, it's going to send 4.2 volt as long as the current draw is below 800 milliamps. And yeah, that's about it. I can increase, fine-tune the voltage right here. It's pretty funny. It has this little buzzer in there. It gives like this pretty tactile feel. And I can actually bring it up to 64 volt. By using the difference between the inverse and the positive output. So I can set both to 32, minus reset 32, boom, so I get minus plus 32. And so between the common and the plus, I got 32 volts. But if I get it from the minus, I got 64. So yeah, that's a pretty Pretty useful unit. Current, I believe, goes up to 5 amps. It's a 185 watt unit. Here as well, we can change from 5 volt to 3.3 just with a button. Pretty neat.